Before I got to high school, I thought I had my future planned out. I was so sure of where I would attend college, what career I would want, and where I would live. I would soon discover how very wrong I was. Walking into my first day of high school, I learned that I was in the gym at the same time as the adaptive PE class. Looking around, I noticed all the selfless juniors and seniors helping out their fellow peers that have disabilities. I thought to myself, I am determined to be in that class. I applied immediately and was accepted. This class made me realize I wanted to expand beyond helping teenagers with disabilities for only 50 minutes a day, 5 days a week. As a result, I started volunteering for the Lincoln Way Special Recreation Association, working with all ages for longer periods of time. This organization consists of participants with disabilities, mentally and physically, that is composed of every activity imaginable. My first event I volunteered for was the Easter Bunny Breakfast. Everybody raced around trying to collect the eggs filled with candy and put them in their baskets. Both the staff and participants had smiles glued to their faces. At that moment, I realized I wanted to continue helping out individuals with disabilities for the rest of my life. I applied for a program aide position there and was hired. I worked a plethora of programs from teaching swim lessons to working summer camp 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. From my experiences through Lincoln Way Special Recreation and Adaptive PE, I not only gained more confidence in my decision to become a special education teacher, but also constantly caught myself educating individuals with disabilities. For example, during summer camp one day, one of our campers named Quentin asked me how to spell a word he wanted to write on the board. Instead of simply spelling the word out for him, I asked him to sound it out. Sure enough, he spelled the majority of the word on his own with a little guidance from me. There's nothing in this world that makes me happier than seeing somebody I help feel accomplished. I believe that I found my true calling my first day of high school in that gymnasium. For me, no other career would compare to becoming a special education teacher. After deciding I was going to major in special education, I quickly learned that there are many components that go into teaching that not everybody recognizes. I never took into consideration how many laws there are to make sure students have all their needs met. When I become a teacher, I'm going to have to create a positive learning environment where my students feel safe and comfortable to ask questions and enhance their education. I'm going to make sure that my instruction can be accommodated for each of them to have their unique needs met. I'm going to be collaborating with many different people, including other teachers, parents, administrators, therapists, and people in other related services. I want to ensure that my students are not only socially accepted into the community, but included as well. I want them to know that there are more people out there who will never give up on them. I want my students to remember their learning experience with me as a teacher as caring about each of my students, treating them fairly and equally, and always keeping a positive attitude. I want them to remember how passionate I am about teaching and how fortunate I am to have the opportunity to teach them. There is a quote that has been my favorite ever since I was little, and it always will be. The quote is, "I want to inspire people. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up." This is the exact philosophy I will continue to live by when I become a special education teacher.